Hi guys, it's me, Boog,
And Dad.
and today we're going to be reviewing Voltron.
Right. This is the 1984 Panosh Place Voltron. Pretty much almost 99.9% complete set.
Yeah.
Original from 1984. And so we're going to start off, we're going to do the whole review right here. So it's going to be kind of a long one. So, sit down, buckle your safety belts, get your popcorn,
Yes.
and let's take a little ride back in time. The way, as Boog said, to 1984
Yes. I don't think I
for
said that, but
yes, the Panosh Place Voltron. That would have left me at. I was lucky enough to receive one of these as a child, and that would have left me at the ripe old age of about 7 years old back then. And this is the exact one that I had when I was a kid.
no,
Uh,
it wasn't the exact one, but
okay, sorry. No, the one I had was just like this. This is not the one though, because I completely like destroyed mine over the years. It got played with a lot, and I'm
yes.
sure it ended up in a dumpster somewhere. But no, I was able to pick up this one up off eBay, and it was in excellent condition for a 40-year-old toy. Because yeah, right now this 2024,
Yeah.
and we're back, and we're in the we're at the 40th anniversary of Voltron when he hit the States. So yeah, that was perfect time to get it. Found a really good deal that couldn't pass up. So here he is. So we're going to start off here with the Red Lion. And Red Lion makes the right arm on Voltron. And it also comes with Princess Allura, which is here. And this is one of the cool things, sorry, about the Panosh Place Voltron compared to a lot of the other ones is that with this one, you actually got the Lion's pilots and a little cockpit for them to go in. And when you were a kid, that to me always just really added to the play value of it versus not having that feature, just having the lines with no pilot. There's so much more you could do when you had the pilots because the pilots were always a big part of the show. Pilots controlled their own lines, talked back and forth with each other. They all came together, made Voltron, and then defeated whatever enemy was going on, in that episode. So anyhow, but yeah, this is Princess Allura, and like I said, she's actually in really good shape too for a 40-year-old little action figure. Of course, really basic here, nothing crazy, all 5 POA. But hey, it's okay. She is really cool.
Yes.
And then we have the Red Lion. So I'll take him off here just for a second to get a good look at him. As most of the stuff back then, they actually used to use this chrome paint on a lot of stuff. A lot of toys had it. And then I think because of the expense, they got away, toy companies just kind of got away from it. You don't see that very often anymore. It is kind of dulled over the years, but overall, it still looks really good. And his stickers, most of this is stickers, and his stickers are really good too. This was probably in somebody's attic or just set on a shelf for many, many years because it is in excellent shape to be as old as it is. You can tell this was not played with very much. Not too much paint damage on his face, a little bit, but not much. Spring-loaded mouth still works. And that's pretty important too because this is how he holds his sword. And that's really the only thing this one was missing was the sword. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to 3D print one or pick one up somewhere. I'm sure that I can at some point to get him a little closer to 100%. And then, of course, here you have the cockpit. And of course, this is line number 5. They were numbered back then. And Princess Allura, just kind of slides right on in. And she's got a little sticker here of her controls for the lion.
Yep.
And close her up. There she is. All right. So there's the red lion. And of course, these hook into the main black lion through the tail, which was, uh, not the best way to do it. I'll put it that way. Because like with these tails are still intact and they were made pretty well, but they would also break from time to time too, especially if you play with the rough. And even with this guy, over the years, the latching system kind of starts to fail. So even though these do stay in good, and we'll show you when we assemble them, they are very easy to pull out. All right, babe. Let's move on to the next one.
Yes.
So we started off with the right arm, so now we're going to go with the left arm, which is Green Lion. And here he comes.
Instead, has to transform it.
Yes, get him back into lion mode. Not a whole lot here to it. Just kind of be a little careful with this because it is so old. All right, but here is Green. Let's get the pilot out. Green Lion, and then we have Green Lion Pilot, which is Pidge. Say hello to Pidge.
Hello, Pidge.
And the pilots did not come with this Voltron. Like I said, he was complete, but missing the action figures. So I did pick them up separately on eBay, but I got most of them for around 10, $12 in pretty good shape, I would say. So they're not crazy expensive, not as bad as I thought they were going to be. So anyhow, but yeah, here's Pidge. Like I said, she looks like she's in good shape. Green Lion pilot. And of course, we have the Green Lion, which he's labeled number 3. And he is going to be, like I said, the left arm. So we'll pick him up right quick, show you a close up of him. And he's got the spring action too, just like the Red Lion. So you can put the sword or shield over here. And same thing with him. A little fading with the chrome, but nothing bad. Still got his stickers, which are in really good shape, not peeling or anything. And then same thing for the top. And there's his number 3. This thing is just amazingly good shape for what's it for. Oh, sorry, Pidge. Take a page out. And then we have, of course, the cockpit pops open. And that's one thing with these guys too. These disappeared over the years very quickly. They're very easy to pop off, get lost. So you see lots of 84 Voltrons out there with no cockpits, but that was a no-go for me. If I was going to invest in one, it had to have the cockpits because it looks really funky when they're missing.
Yeah.
And then here's Pidge. Like I said, pretty good. Not a whole lot of. Actually, she's almost perfect. There's really not any paint wear at all on her. And just like the other ones, she's got some controls here. As you can see, and she just slides right on in. And she's ready to control her Green Lion.
Yes.
Ta-da! And off she goes. All right. So next up, I guess we'll do the legs. So we'll start off here with Blue Lion.
Yes.
And he's going to be the right leg. And these are a little bit beefier because they are the legs than the arm lions.
Yes.
And I'll go all the way down. And they don't have spring-loaded mouths. They just kind of open and close. I guess mainly because they don't have to hold anything because that's the foot.
Yeah.
So let's get the pilot out. The pilot on this one is what's his name, Boog? Help me.
I don't know.
What? Boog doesn't know?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a sec. Stick him up here. Blue pilot is. I'll check my notes here. I can't remember either.
It's gonna look it up.
Yeah. Lance. How could I forget Lance? So we have Blue Lion with Lance.
Yes.
And you can see the arm lions have white tails, and he's got a yellow tail for whatever reason. I think they actually came with different colored tails, so not all of them when they were produced even had the same color tail. Really didn't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe it was just whatever plastic they had left.
Yeah.
But again, kind of like just like with the arms, these pieces are very well preserved. Look really good. Not much paint damage at all. He does have a little bit on his nose. The stickers are still in really perfect shape, which is shocking. I can't believe how good the stickers are on something this old, because that's usually the first thing to go. But yeah, he just, like I said, had to have been put up and really just not played with it at all for decades. But anyhow, again, like I said, you can see a little bit of fading with the chrome, but not too bad. Stickers on the back are still there. And like I said, everything looks in pretty good shape. And of course, here is Lance. I'm going to again give you another close-up look. The only with him is his cockpit is a bit loose. So I think it's just from wear and tear here in this joint, but it's nothing terrible. Stays closed. So that's kind of all we can ask for. But here is Blue Lion. And again, there's the front. And again, like I said, this just kind of opens and closes. And side, underbelly. You have the black stripes here.
Yeah.
But yeah, really awesome piece. When you're going to form him into Voltron, this on him is come all the way up, makes the foots. But we'll show you all that in a second. And then let's show Lance. I said Lance again, really good shape. Almost mints.
Yep.
So very nice. And of course, he just slides right on in here. And then, yeah, you can see that canopy wants to come on off. He's barely hanging in there. He's got some controls too.
Yeah.
Just close that back up. Snaps in there. But yeah, overall, like I said, super, super good condition for this guy. Very happy with it. I mean, like I said, you see all the pictures you can on eBay, but it's easy to hide and disguise things with pictures. So you're always holding your breath till you get it to really see what condition it's in. But yeah, I was very impressed with that one. These, I'm not sure. I may be mistaken. I thought this swiveled up, but none of them seem to. So I may be wrong. They may not swivel up. I thought it was just kind of because it was old. It was just kind of wedged in. But the more I look at it now, I don't think it actually swivels up. I don't think that's a joint because that's not either. So anyhow, Blue Lion and
Yes.
Lance. All right, next up will be the left foot, and this is legendary Yellow Lion. I don't know which one's my favorite.
Yeah, me neither.
My favorite color is orange, so my favorite color's not here, so that would be the obvious one. But
Yeah.
for some reason, I kind of lean a little bit to the Yellow Lion, and I don't really know why.
It's closer to
Um,
orange.
maybe yeah, maybe because I look like Pudge,
Yeah,
the
baby.
pilot.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of Pudge, let's get him out. And plus, he's the only lion that comes with a little weapon. He's got this awesome little blaster on him.
Yeah.
The rest of them do not. So there he is. And Pudge is probably the worst shape of the
Yeah, he's kind of balding a little bit.
yeah of the figures that I received.
And that's why it's so
Um,
accurate to Jab Batista.
plenty of hair up here at the moment, anyway.
Yeah.
But overall, Pudge isn't terribly bad. He's just missing some paint, like a poop said, around the haircut area.
Yeah.
Which you could probably pretty easily take care of that. Probably get mom to do that, fix that up if I wanted to. But it doesn't really bother me too much. The rest of him looks really good.
Yes.
So, Yellow Lion, number 5, with his pilot, Pudge.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, kind of like the others, he's just in excellent shape. Just like all the others with this set. Nothing wrong with him. Nothing missing. Just looks super good. All the stickers again, still just in amazing shape for something this old. The mouth on him, like I said, just like the other foot, just kind of opens and closes. Get you a close shot here. Yellow Lion. There's the bottom. The white tail. And then let's take a look at Pudge. Like I said, Pudge's overall body is excellent. It's just his, I don't know if he got dropped or what, it was just his haircut right there on the top has
Yeah.
got some paint damage. And maybe a little bit of his belt here. Other than that, the rest of his body is still really good. But yeah, Pudge is pretty awesome. And then, of course, just like the rest, um, there's this cockpit. Like I said, there's this little, it's got a little blaster cannon there. And
Yeah.
open that up. This one feels much tighter than the Blue Lions.
Yes.
And then there's this control panel. And like I said, these are bigger. So the figures for the legs, pallets are slightly bigger. Pudge is probably the biggest. And then he just slides in there like that. Pudge is ready to go. Closes canopy. And he's ready to take on the bad guys and form Voltron.
Yes.
So there's the legendary Yellow Lion. Super cool with Pudge.
Yep.
All right. So last but not least, we have the Black Lion. And let's get him straightened out here. Go ahead and get Keith out. Come on, Keith. You can set Keith up there.
Yeah, yeah.
The Black Lion is a little bit different because he forms the torso.
Yeah.
And then up his head a bit, close these up, and these just rest a foot down. All right, now we have the black lion. I'm not sure if he'll fit up here. Who's the biggest? Oh no, if he'll fit up here with Keith. Yeah, there he goes. So there's the black lion with his pilot Keith. Keith is in pretty good shape. His body's got a little bit of kind of like staining. I'll show you when I show him close. But overall, he's still in good shape. Not a whole lot of paint wear on him at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is legendary Black Lion with Keith. And he is the only one that is actually missing part of his body. And I'll let it go around a couple times. You can try to guess what it is.
Yes.
Da, 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 da. What is legendary Black Lion missing? Dun, 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 dun. He's got both wings.
Yeah.
He's got his both little side pieces on the head.
Yeah.
Voltron's face is in there.
Yeah.
He's got all his legs. What could it be, Boog?
What could it be?
What could it be? So let us flip around one more time and I'll show you. So legendary Black Lion, this one is missing his tail. And you can see it hinges in right here. And it's just gone. Who knows what happened to it?
Yeah.
But like I said, for that was not a deal breaker for me. Everything else being the condition it is, I'm totally fine if I never get a tail for it. So he does everything I need him to do, which is basically sit on the shelf at this point and look pretty because he's too old to play with. So that's why we're collecting the 40th anniversary, right, Boo?
Yeah.
Or at least trying to. Hey, tomorrow's Sunday, so maybe we'll drop something else. Last Sunday they dropped the Black Lion, so hoping something comes tomorrow. We'll see.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. But anyway, back to this guy. So like I said, other than the tail though, he's like everybody else in excellent condition. Everything looks really good. No damage. Chrome still looks pretty good. A little dull, but nothing crazy. And paint's good. Everything's awesome. And then we have Keith, which he is the leader of the pilots. Here he is. Like I said,
Yes.
got a little staining like dirt, and it might wipe off. I haven't tried. Other than that, he's in very, very good shape too. No yellow, which that happens a lot with these older
We actually
toys
have
that have the
another
white plastic.
version of Keith that does have it's very yellow in the chest.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Yeah, we did. One of them I bought, I think it was Pidge. Pidge
Yeah.
was hard to find, at least on eBay.
Mhm.
So instead of, and I guess it's just really hard to find. So instead of being on the first screen, she was like I had to go to like 4 screens before I found one that was in good shape. And she ended up being packaged, I believe, with another. I'd already purchased this one because it was in good shape. But she was packaged with another Keith that was in poor shape.
Yeah.
But she was in really good shape. So
Yeah.
I took the 2-pack,
Yeah.
just because she looked really good. And she was the most rarest, at least the day I was looking a couple weeks ago, she was the rarest one as far as the figures go on there. There was not a lot of Pidge for whatever reason.
And now the new one now goes under the name of Kyle.
Yes,
Yes.
right. Yes, we have the imposter Kyle
Yes.
trying to take Keith's place. But anyhow,
Yes.
so Black Lion. All right, so get him off of this. You get him up close. There he is inside there, just like normal you would expect. You got Voltron's face. Hello, Voltron. We'll get to you in a minute. And that's the front view, side view. On him, he is having on this side a little bit of sticker roll up. But again, for something this old, that's completely normal. As you can see, he is number 1. This side looks good. The wings are in great shape, fully functional, no problems there. And like we were talking about, if he had his tail, that joint right there is where he can snap in and lay in this little cradle. But we don't. We might find a tail one day. Who knows?
Yeah.
There he is for the buttocks. And underneath, of course, I love Voltron's belt is here. And you're probably going like, where does Keith go? Everybody else goes on the top. There's no room up here. Yeah, it's like I said, he's a little different because he is the torso. So Keith actually goes in this part here, his chest. So this pops up. I think go ahead and transform and get right into Voltron mode here. Or something close. So I'm gonna make Voltron, just gonna turn everything around like it needs to be. These have to be like this. That kind of gets those red stickers to the top for his shoulders. And then you can access this a little easier. It pops up. Ta-da! And there's Keith's cockpits. And Mr. Keith just slides on in here. Kind of like this. And there he is. All right, Keith. Close that up. And then to make Voltron, you have to do a little adjustment with the head. This actually comes up a little bit. And then you just open up. That gives it room so you can open up the mouth all the way. And there's Voltron. And then the last adjustment for him is the wings. Pop those up. Ta-da! And there he is. I guess now would be an appropriate time to compare him with the other Black Lion. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So let's do that right quick. So we'll compare him with the 40th anniversary of Black Lion and just see what our differences are. All right, so yeah, here we are. So we'll do a little comparison since we happen to have this one. So I think I'll let you do the honors here. So here's the 40th anniversary Playmates Black Lion, and got him in comparison to the 1984 Panosh Place Lion. Just get yours over that way a little bit, dude. Okay, a little more room there. Maybe just set it up. So, I think biggest, most obvious difference is, oh yeah, I forgot. These have to come out to actually make Voltron. There you go. So I think the biggest difference, you notice right away, is size.
Yes.
So, yeah, this guy is going to be absolutely massive. And not that the Panoche Place one was small. It's over 12 inches. And I'm going to measure it once we get it all put together. But I mean, you can obviously tell very quickly that the fourth anniversary is just going to be massive compared to this one. And this is already a pretty large action figure.
Yeah.
Other difference is they've changed up the way they lock in a bit. So that's his joint there. His arm joint is a little bit different. Black kind of upper legs here. He has gray. And what else do we see here, big? Other than just size. Oh, the plate. So the plate is very similar, except when you press his. Of course, this one has electronics. So when you press his function, you get this one lights up, and he makes some sound, which we don't get that with the '84 version. Hit the button, boo.
Yeah, there was
I think it's under. I think it hides. Here it is. Oh, it doesn't work anymore.
I guess
Oh, he's got the on off. Forgot. Now try.
The galaxy is about to be secure.
Yeah, you can see that lights up.
Voltron!
It's a really cool feature. This is going to be an amazing Voltron. There's no doubt when we can finally complete it. The back. I did notice on the Playmates version, they finally did get away from the numbering system. So, like, you don't have a number here or on any of the lines like you do with the '84 version. And you can tell there's his tail. Ta-da! And you can see exactly where this one is missing. So, the wingspan on this thing is almost twice as big. I mean, look at those wings compared to this one. So, just really, really crazy the difference. But like I said, most of it is size because it should be because I know the goal, like where he has stickers for his shoulder pads, this one actually has. Those are like buttons. Oh, I think that's the eject buttons for the arm lines. That's kind of cool. But where he has the stickers for the shoulder pads, but. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the size, and of course, this one does not lift up, so there's no cockpit, and then there's no cockpit for any of the lines either. So there is no action figures for the Playmates one. But anyway, all right, just wanted to kind of give you that comparison while we had a chance to do that, and now we're going to assemble the Panoche Place 1984 Voltron.
Yes.
All right, Boog. I think the legs is probably the best way to go with him because he is. He's old. He's a little wonky.
Yeah.
But all of his joints and stuff, his pickings are still very, very nice and tight. You don't feel loose at all, which is great. So we're going to start here with the arm. And sure, so I'm going to do this right. I think this would be the right arm. Or is it? I always get the arms confused. Maybe it's the. It did feel like almost going there also. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. Or not. Not sure.
Embarrassment.
Yeah. Um, okay, let's see. There it is. So I don't want to force it, but yeah, you have to find that right click. So they'll only go one way, basically, when it comes to where you're going to put the arms. I think the legs are the same way too. They got these little notches in the tails, so that kind of helps it fit in there. Right. Now, sure I have that right. Still struggling with the arms. He's getting ready.
You say we cut away until the guy figures it out.
Yeah, give me a second.
We're back.
All right. So yeah, sorry, user error. It had to dawn on me there for a minute from way back when, well, 40 years ago when I had mine, as to how this works. But so what happens with these upper arms, I've completely forgotten, pretty much. But you so you insert it here, but you do it with the black lion's leg down, and then you push this in, and that actually locks in the upper arm lines. That's why I was struggling because I forgot to do that, and that actually locks it in, so it mounts. Pretty nifty. All right, leg time.
Yep.
I don't think the legs don't work that way. They just go in, and we have should be this side should be. So I think they work that way. Maybe they do. Let's see if that does it. Pushing in. It does. Okay, yeah. Wow. Totally forgot. All right, so yeah, these are just locking mechanisms. So you press this in here, clips under that, and then that locks the leg. Same thing over here. Out. And up through here. And then that locks them into there. And then all again. Yeah. And now we can't fall apart. Very cool. So we have our ta-da!
Want to back up the camera a little bit?
Yes, 1984, Panosh Place, Voltron.
Yes.
Ta-da! Like I said, which minus the tail, and I think he's also missing his sword, is about 99% complete and in excellent condition. Pops up here just a little bit. But yeah, like I said, this is pretty much exactly what it was when I was a kid. And boy, was this thing tons of fun. Oh my gosh. Can tell you the hours I spent um, playing with this guy. He was an absolute blast. All you can want. Transformers, I guess, kind of, but yet it turns into something, way great. And parts were cool, but then you put it all together and it's something way greater, than just itself. And it's just, I don't know, just an awesome, awesome toy. So, anyway, so I hope you loved the Boog and Dad Rewind for today. Oh no, Chunk is trying to fall out.
Yes.
Chunk, get it back in there. And, like I said, and again, if any of you guys are close to my age, then you guys probably had one of these too, and probably had just as much fun with it as I did. So, there's just know that they're out there. You're gonna have to spend a little bit, but if you do have some extra bucks laying around, they're definitely still out there, and you can put up in pretty decent shape, and just enjoy them sitting on your shelf, and know you got something from really cool from your childhood. So anyhow, that's it. Anything else to add, Big? What do you think as a kid of this generation? Give me your honest opinion on this particular toy.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty awesome.
Really?
Yeah,
For real? I mean, you don't have to say it if you don't like it.
yeah.
I mean, you could say it's lame.
I think it's cool, but will it will will it cast as much inspiration as it did for Dad? That is to be unknown because I'm not that young.
True. Like I said,
So
I was about 7 when I received this. Yes.
yeah, so but from I guess a teenage perspective, I
Right.
think it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And the whole idea, the concept of it all.
Yeah.
I will force you one day to just watch one episode. They're not
You said
long.
you're going to try to force me to watch He-Man, and you still haven't done it.
I thought we did get through one episode of He-Man. We didn't? Not even one?
Well, actually, if we did, then I probably fell asleep there because
Probably.
I remember, I do actually I think we watched like the opening and then I like fell asleep or something.
All right. Well, I'll try to get you through one episode of Voltron at least, and just so you can kind of see how the whole idea was. But
Okay.
yeah, he come along right along with the TV show, which I watched every day religiously,
Yeah.
or every time it was on. I don't remember if it's daily or not. But and then then they bebop this thing down at the local Kmart, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's not good. Right. And even back then, it was literally one line at a time. And they're there.
They might be continuing this tradition now.
Yeah, yeah. As you probably may have saw our other one with our 40th anniversary
They link to that at the end of this
Playmates
video.
one. Yeah, what a nightmare. At least so far. So, but yeah, as far as that was concerned, we're gonna, tomorrow's Sunday. The Black Line dropped last Sunday, so we'll see if we get anything new tomorrow.
Back to Target.
Yeah, or at least back to Target Online.
Yeah.
See what we can find. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and it's been long enough. We'll catch you on the next one.
Like, subscribe, everyone. Bye.